And we welcome you back to Las Positas College for the 3C2A basketball championships here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Move on to semifinal number 2 and semifinal number 1. Fullerton, most impressive, a 24-point win. They've punched their ticket. They'll be back tomorrow playing for the championship against either City College of San Francisco or San Diego City College. Both teams with impressive victories on Thursday. Michael, we start with the City College of San Francisco Rams, and led by Armani Collins off the bench with 25 points, but they're, as is usually the case, very loaded with talent, and they can get it from a lot of different guys.
Well, loaded with talent. They've been here before. They know what to do, and man, what an impressive performance over Antelope Valley. But San Diego, these teams are almost mirror images of each other in terms of what they want to do. They want to get up and down. They're going to defend you really hard. They're going to be very physical. I'm very interested to see how this is going to play out here, Will.
Yes, such an evenly matched matchup here. Both teams shooting right around 37% from three. They rebound the ball, they run. It'll be very, very interesting to see what happens. San Francisco on an 11-game winning streak. San Diego 15 in a row. Obviously, the Pacific Coast Conference may not be as strenuous as some years, but it's hard to call this thing. This is really going to come down, really, in my opinion, to, as we talked about in the first game, which team can get the critical stops down the stretch defensively.
Yeah, and, you know, in that game versus Yuba, San Diego came out really, really flat, but almost to their benefit. But if they do that against San Francisco, they're going to get blown out of the gym.
Yeah, the Rams, interestingly, had struggled in the first 2 rounds with tight victories at home before arriving here at Las Positas, but they apparently left all that behind as they dominated Antelope Valley in the quarterfinals. So it'll be interesting to see how San Diego City bounces back. After a slow start, they seem to get it together.
Well, if last year was any indication, San Francisco enjoys playing in this gym.
Yeah, they don't even know what it's like to lose here, do they?
I don't know.
No, they're playing at a very high level as San Francisco, and they're so deep, and they run guys in and out of the game. They keep them fresh, and the pressure never lets up, and that's a good point about San Diego. If they sleepwalk through the first couple minutes, they could be in a hole.
Yeah, Darian McLean with 23 points in the victory over Yuba on Thursday. Look for him to be a difference maker on the floor here tonight for the Knights. Back in a moment with the start of the Knights and CCSF here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. And we are about to get underway here. San Francisco and San Diego wins the tip. Wilborn wins it, McLean. The Knights in the red, San Francisco in the white. Wilborn with it, and an early technical versus Yuba, but was able to rebound and play very well. Inside for 2, and that's a nice score for Alex Wilborn. San Francisco will try to respond. That shot over Stedman of San Fran.
San Diego traditionally very solid man-to-man defense.
Sansbury reverse shot, no good, but it's tapped up. He looked pretty smooth back on Thursday from the line.
I like his patience, Big Mike. Wilborn allowing that step through to develop and drawing the contact before he went up.
It's my type of move.
Yes, it is. Slow developing.
Well played, sir.
You call it patience, right?
Well, hey, you got to find some type of euphemism for it.
That's right. We'll see when the first double team comes from either team. So far, it's been straight single man-to-man coverage. We'll see if the traps begin to come. Not yet.
The numbers prove true here for Wilborn from the line. He hits on 1 of 2, 3-2. San Diego with an early lead on top of the defending state champs. Copeland dribbling up and down, looking for Stansberry. Can't get it to him.
Really like San Diego firing out into the leads defensively, forcing San Francisco off the mark thus far.
Copeland from deep, step back 3. Bam!
Not much you can do with that.
I don't know what you can do. Just got to hope it doesn't go in. That time, nothing but net for Copeland. So Zach.
Dribble weave.
Smith on the dribble, looking inside, spacing terrible. Smith clears out. Here's Wilborn, one-on-one versus Stedman. Hook shot, gets a man up in the air. Hook shot, good to go for Alex Wilborn.
Nice use of the pivot, the change of pace. Very well executed once again by the big fella.
Wilborn with all 5 points for San Diego City College. 5-all. Stansberry on the sideline. Working against Brumsey. It's a turnover. McLean in transition, 2-on-1 up top. No good. Brumsey could not finish. Mitchell with a near foul on Copeland. Referees elect to let him play. It's a good no call. I like it early. Ionescu into the short corner. Stedman with the ball. Ionescu hesitates, fires from 3 and buries it.
Nice ball movement that time out of the double team.
Back and forth we go. Smith all the way to the rack. Stedman, that's great feet defensively. Brumsby from 12 feet gets it to go.
Much different style of play from the first game. You know, both teams a little bit more methodical in the first game. These two teams much more direct, penetrate. You've seen a lot of floaters and quick moves inside. Not a lot of screen and roll, not a lot of patience from either team.
It's take it and go. It's 8-7 early. 16-18 to go.
There's that high post action again.
Stedman goes to the rack. Wilburn goes straight up, makes it a tough shot. Stedman can't finish. It's rebounded by Mitchell.
Stedman's got a tough matchup. Defensively, having to deal with Wilburn is going to be tiring enough, let alone trying to find his own offense tonight.
I think some early game jitters here for Mitchell, as that's his second turnover, and he adds insult to injury by picking up a foul. Brumsey comes off along with Smith into the ball game. This is Robert Taylor and McCoy. McCoy was instrumental in the success of San Diego getting back into that ball game, eventually taking the lead and holding it versus Yuba on Thursday.
There's our first ball screen.
Copeland from 3, another one.
Yeah, Copeland really struggled in the victory on Thursday, going just 2 for 9 from the field.
Yeah, Copeland very smooth there, Jeff. He waited for the defense to switch back on that pick and roll, and he launched right at the right time. There's a double screen on the ball now from San Diego.
Double high off to Taylor. Taylor stepped on the sideline. It's out of bounds. It's back to San Francisco.
Very careless footwork in that situation from Taylor, wide open, needing to not have a negative step and step back in that case. He needs to sweep and go.
Exactly right. Edwards into the ball game. Comes on for Wilborn.
Here's our first double team. Look at this.
A big play inside. It's a foul on Edwards. Looking for the dunk on. That was Michael Wright.
Coast to coast.
Well, we had a huge poster in game 1. Kenny Barnes all over Lamus Brown from Feather River. Wright trying to continue the posterizing session. Unable to do so, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2. Hits on the first. Comes Armani Collins, and Armani went off on Thursday. The win over Antelope Valley for San Francisco. Second free throw. Rattles in. 13-7, an early 6-point lead here for the Rams. Watch this game live on our website, www.socalcollegesports.com. You can also go to our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. Broadcasting live this week from Las Positas. Mitchell with it on the far side, enters into the high post to Edwards. Edwards throws it away. Steal for Copeland. Steal right back at you. Taylor inside. He'll dunk it home with 2. So Robert Taylor creates the turnover and then gets it back and dunks it home. Trina Rico. It's going to be on the ground. That shouldn't be continuation, is it? No. Sideline out of bounds. Foul going against Taylor. Collins, right. Copeland. Rico and Kendall McIntosh for the Rams. McCoy, Taylor, Mitchell. Mitchell's going to come off. He'll be replaced by Romario Wilson. Along with McLean out there right now for San Diego City. It's 13-9. Pretty good battle early on here, Will.
Yeah, both teams kind of feeling each other out offensively. Not a whole lot going on the San Diego offense. San Francisco, a little bit more movement off the ball. Impressive.
Yeah, I think the fluidity offensively has sparked the early lead here for San Francisco on top of San Diego.
Yep, a little better movement, I would say.
Copeland enters inside to right. It's a steal. Edwards with it. In transition. Will he take it himself? No, he'll lose it.
What is he thinking?
So Collins will bring it up behind his back to Copeland. Copeland already with 2 triples, showing off the fancy dribbling ability off to Armani Collins from the top for 3. No good. McCoy looking for the rebound. Copeland gets it. No, it's Edwards.
Very scattered ball handling from San Diego.
Another turnover, and that's going to be a foul on Edwards. He falls back into the wall, and Copeland is going to go to the line for 2.
What an effort by McIntosh, beating 2 San Diego City players to that loose ball, leading to the foul and the trip to the line.
Stedman getting ready to check back into the ball game for San Francisco. Wilborn at the scorer's table for San Diego City.
Ball security so important.
Especially in the playoffs.
Yes.
Every possession just so key.
Yeah, you can't afford turnovers off of rebounds and in transition trying to dribble through traffic.
Copeland now with 7 points after the made free throw. He's 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Leads all scores. Wonder, Smith, and Wilborn back out on the floor for the Knights. Here comes Stansberry. He'll come on for Copeland. He'll get an early rest. He has 8 points. Full court pressure now from City. And the Knights handled it very well. Smith will bring it up off to Brumsey. Brumsey over to Wilson. Back to Smith.
A little motion offense now from San Diego. 4 out, 1 in. Trying to get the ball to Wilborn.
McCoy is dribbling too much. Nearly loses it. Has his pocket pick. No, he gets it off. This is Wilson up and under. Puts it in. Wilson maybe got away with the travel there.
No question about it.
Stansberry going to bring it up here for the Rams. Working left to right. Nearly lost it. Off to Rico. Rico holding. Working on Brumsey. Has it nearly stolen by McCoy. Rico in a world of hurt gives it off to Michael Wright. Rico going to reset 10 on the shot clock. He's going to have to go to work around the right side. Off into the corner. Armani Collins from 3. No. Brumsey with a rebound. Brumsey all the way. Has it blocked by Collins. Right, 3 on 2. Numbers for San Francisco. McCoy with a steal. Back and forth we go. McCoy in transition. Off to Wilborn. He'll dunk it home with 2 hands.
Neither team is used to the defensive intensity that the other is putting on. It's interesting because they probably practice against it every day, but both defenses have been able to speed up the offense, especially the ball handlers. A little uncertain with the ball so far.
We talked about how these teams are mirror images of each other in terms of the stats and what they want to do. And, well, we talked about it being a track meet as well. We've seen that early. 28 points combined on the board. 7.5 minutes in, or thereabouts. Collins to his right. Nothing doing there. That's just a tough shot. It rims out. Rebounded by Rico down low. He traveled. No call. A double dribble. It's a turnover either way.
So if we talk offense for a minute on the 4 teams we've seen thus far, Mike, Fullerton, the only team I've seen out of the 4 men's teams still playing in the Final Four that really has an identity offensively within what they're trying to do. Both San Francisco and San Diego are struggling to get good shots. They don't have a lot of movement happening. Frisco started off with it, but they're still not getting great open looks.
Only open looks that they're getting are in transition on a steal attempt. Here's one. That one blocked by Armani Collins. Second block for Collins so far.
Yep, Collins the rim protector.
Keys to break back the other way. The Knights dodge a bullet on that one. Smith will pull up from the top and bury it. Right in the face of Ionescu. Stansberry going to try to answer. McLean with a near steal. Stansberry baiting him. Copeland working on Taylor. To his left all the way. Scoop shot. No good. Rebounded by Stedman. Put back is good. the lead back to San Francisco, and we have a timeout on the floor of the Knights. And Coach Mitch Charlins wants to talk it over.
Mitch is one of the most intense individuals I have ever been around on a basketball floor in the 3C2A. They used to come to our preseason tournament at Ventura, and I can remember just some battles with Saddleback, Oxnard, ourselves. He is as intensive a customer as they come.
Yeah, he's pretty intense. He's very good friends with Rick Croy, now at Cal Baptist. I actually played for Rick Croy. He was an assistant of mine at UC Riverside, and I know Mitch Charlins very well. Mitch, very feisty in the open gym sessions that we played in the early 2000s. But he has really coached them up here in San Diego City. He's got a player here in contention for state title 2017.
San Francisco with the shadow coverage. See number 4 there.
Smith just hit that triple. Give a brief lead to San Diego City, but they trail it by 1. Here's McLean, and McLean, we talked about how good he was the other night versus Yuba. Had 23 in that one. He was on fire from deep. Smith thought about another one. Instead drives the lane. That's good decision-making there from Smith. He can't get the follow to go. It's going to be over the back by Wilborn.
Yeah, they caught him that time. Good block out from Stedman.
This is going to be the 17th foul already on San Diego, only the first on Wilborn.
Yeah, Mitch will not be happy with the 7-1. They're having a conversation about it right now.
I think I just saw him
I just read
7-1, what's going on?
Something about, do they foul us too?
Well, hey, you are playing in the North. Stedman, first free throw up and good, and he hits on the front end of the 1-on-1. Stedman on the season only shoots at 40%, or check that, 54% from the stripe. So a welcome sight for Coach LeBaugh. Played with Coach LeBaugh's brother, UC Riverside, Jason.
The Anteaters. No. What are you guys? At the
Highlanders.
The Highlanders. The Anteaters are at Irvine. Fierce rivals.
I was recruited by them too.
I'd recruit you too.
That's being 6'10" helps. Not much of an athlete though. McCoy from 3. He could hit it there the other night. Couldn't get it to go that time. Rebounded by Copeland up high for it. Copeland now brings it back the other way. He'll drive the lane. Inside to Stedman, stolen by McCoy. Back the other way we go. That maybe got caught on the knee of McCoy, but it's a foul in transition against Ionescu.
You know, you got to like where Copeland's head is at on the previous play as he drives the lane, but as we've talked about, you got to go in the lane with the intention of shooting. Ends up telegraphing that pass, and McCoy steps in for the steal.
Smith looking for a second triple. Can't get that one to fall. Wilborn. That should be 3 in the key. There's a foul to bail out Wilborn down low. 13 foul.
Does this
2 shots?
Yeah. Does it surprise you that there's been a quick couple fouls called against San Francisco since our last conversation?
No, it does not. Surprised this one was on the shot. I thought it happened before he went up with it, but Wilborn will have 2 coming his way. Well, in the words of Rasheed Wallace, which you like to use so very often on this broadcast, ball don't lie.
Wilborn looking for the split now.
Won't get it. Armani Collins with the rebound. Armani's a player. I really like what he's done in terms of defensive and offensively and what he brings. Got a lot of range from the perimeter offensively and then a lot of energy defensively. Got a couple blocks already, a few rebounds. He's a player.
No question.
Foul off the ball, and this is going to be 1-1.
Not a lot of flow to this ball game.
No. 10:36 to go in this one. Ionescu will be awarded 2 free throws. A 1-1 situation. After a foul off the ball. McIntosh getting ready to check back into the ball game. San Diego 29-5 on the season. City College of San Francisco, the defending state champs, 29-2. Copeland going to come off along with Stedman. Witt, Collins, Ionescu, McIntosh, Michael Wright on the floor right now for the Rams. Rumsey, Wilborn, Mitchell, McLean, and Wonder Smith out there for San Diego City. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Free throws, I have a feeling, are going to be crucial in this one here, Will.
Absolutely. This one, again, it's going to come down to some free throws and some stops. And the turnover battle is very intriguing. Here comes potentially another San Francisco double team. Call it off.
That'd be a bad idea.
Yep.
McLean thinking about it from deep, trying to get his Witt. Pretty good defense with his feet, moving with the ball. Some contact on the shot, no call. And I think that's a good no call. I think McLean was just trying to sell that instead of actually being fouled.
Yeah, McLean did not do a very good job of utilizing the screen angle, and therefore he had to take that shot because he didn't take his man into the big screen being set from Wilburn.
Witt heads to the line, shoots 79%. First free throw is up and good. So one more coming for Witt. Rams leading it by 6 midway through the first half. Second one in the air and in the basket. Rams continue to show pressure. Smith over the timeline. Little push off on Witt, drives it to the rim, off to Wilborn for the dunk.
Where is the City College rotation there? How can you leave Wilborn unaccounted for?
Non-existent.
Collins checked by McLean. Off to McIntosh, faces up on Wilborn. Drives at baseline, double team comes, back up top. Rams will reset, shot clock at 10.
There's zero movement off the ball here for San Francisco, and we talked about the fluidity earlier that was so good for the Rams.
McIntosh into the lane, hangs in the air, won't go. Rebound tapped around, battled for. Smith has it for San Diego City.
Yeah, the Rams' movement is very stagnant now around the post.
Copeland out, I think that's the telling tale.
Smith working on right, kicks it outside.
Travel
call.
No, they're going to call the hand check out front.
So Brumsey fouled as he started the drive. It's a non-shooting foul, just the 4th team foul in the first half for the Rams.
They got Witt for the push-off there.
I just think it's a bad call. You're letting him play for much of the first half, and you call that garbage.
Well, Mitch asked him to.
That's true.
Yeah, the officials are nothing if not amenable. Brumsey.
I don't know if I've ever heard that.
Ionescu. Wilborn in the low post. Looking for a cutter, has it knocked away by McIntosh. Wilborn on the drive, kicks it outside. Long three for Smith, that's short. Long rebound, right gives chase, but it's out of play.
I don't necessarily mind that shot as Smith stepped into it. Maybe a little farther than I would have liked if you're Coach Mitch Charlins, but hey, it's in rhythm. Take it.
Do they think it's worth 4 by shooting from out there?
Well, it used to be in the Shock and Jock, MTV.
Yeah, I mean, step into the shot, but shoot a 3, not a 4.
Yeah, major basketball needs to take more cues from MTV. I think they're missing a clarion voice there.
All right, back to the high post movement. San Diego tough on all these exchanges. Now they got the switch.
Rico has Wilborn in a switch, drives to the front of the rim, lays it in.
Man.
Yeah, that's one of the few times Wilborn's got stuck on that switch, and they took advantage of it, did the Rams.
Back to a 7-point lead for City College of San Francisco. McLean directing traffic. Around a high screen. Smith, baseline drive. Man goes down. Reverse layup won't go. A battle for the rebound. The ball's on the floor. Copeland has it for the Rams. Wants to run. It's a 3-on-2. Copeland tries to shovel it to Rico, but it's intercepted by McLean. McLean in on right. Scoop is good.
Real nice ball handling there. No question about it for Taylor.
25-20.
McLean reminds me of? He reminds me a little bit of, who was it? Kevin Martin. Lanky, he could shoot it from 3 and could sell every foul in the book. He looks like he's fouled every time he touches the ball and nobody's around him.
Rico again with Wilborn in the switch. Nifty pass finds McIntosh. He's hammered on the way up.
McIntosh was thinking poster.
He was. McLean had that rotation from the weak side, couldn't get there. And even if he did, I'm not sure that would have been Very effective.
He might not have been happy that he got there.
Not with McIntosh on the way up.
It's like trying to defend a bulldozer with a chihuahua. No offense.
First free throw good for McIntosh. Comes in averaging 6.5 a game. 59% foul shooter. One more coming. That's up and good. So McIntosh a perfect 2 for 2. Back to a 7-point margin. McLean walks it over the timeline. Gets a screen from Wilborn. Off to Brumsey in the weave. Hard drive to the basket. Foul called on McIntosh. Romario Wilson going to head to the line for a couple of free throws.
Yeah, better action that time from San Diego. They came off a double screen, dribble handoff, a single screen away that opened up some nice penetration. See, when they can, Jeff, get you 2 to 3 actions of defense before the attack, it's a lot easier to get to the bucket than to stand around and watch.
Wilson hits the first free throw. Mario shoots 76% from the line, averaging just under 7 a game. One more free throw. That one rattles out. Copeland with a long pass ahead, looking for Stansberry. In from the left, has that one blocked out of play. Rams will keep it. Wasn't going to get anything going against Edwards. They bring it in quickly. Wright momentarily lost the handle. Now he'll bring it out. Shot clock at 18. Wright checked by McCoy. Go back to Stansberry. Shot clock down to 9. Stansberry with a drive on Wilson. Drop step, scoops one up, missed everything. McCoy has the rebound.
Yeah, nice job from McCoy, and the San Diego defense is staying in position and forcing a bad shot. Now into the single screen here.
Crossover from McLean, fires from 18 and hits. McLean buries the jumper. San Diego City hanging around, trailing by 4. Rico in on McLean, hard drive to the basket, missed the layup, tapped around. San Diego City's got it, they want to run. McCoy in on Copeland, one-on-one with the hammer. Rams want to answer back quickly. Copeland coast to coast. The scoop rolls in.
Timeout with 6 minutes left in the half. San Francisco, the 4-point lead, 29-25.
We'll step aside very briefly, rejoin you. You're watching the 3C2A Basketball Championships here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Back at Las Positas College, second semifinal on the men's side. The winner of this one gets Fullerton College tomorrow at 1 o'clock for the men's championship in the 3C2A. Foul on the exchange. So that'll go against City College of San Francisco. They're up to 16 fouls, so now it's free throws the rest of the way. They'll bring it in baseline left. Quick pass inside Edwards. Missed the shot. Copeland wants to run. Lost the handle. Ball's on the floor. Copeland's got it. A whistle comes in. And a timeout. Who took the timeout? Okay, a 30-second timeout. 29-25 with 5:43 remaining here in the first half. And it's been a little helter-skelter. But the Rams have led pretty much throughout. And they maintain the 4-point lead here Copeland leading the way for the Rams with 10 points. Eddie Ionescu has chipped in with 5. Meanwhile, Alex Wilborn, 4 for 4 from the floor. He's got 9 points. Darian McLean has 4.
I was watching a little Die Hard this morning, trying to get a McLean clip, but nothing came good.
How can that not be there?
Well, I didn't think the Yippee-Ki-Yay line was very family friendly.
No, not so much. Copeland holding outside. Brumsey on him.
5 seconds.
5-second call.
It frustrates me a lot that that's not called more often. I don't even see referees at times counting that, and that's a result of Mitch Charlton's getting in the ear of the official.
No question, and it's also a credit to the Knights' ball pressure because you can tell they work on it.
Copeland did nothing to ward off of the defender. He stayed within that 6-foot radius, and 5 seconds was called.
Brumsey, checked by Witt. Goes into the post to Wilborn. Quick double team comes. Brumsey will fire from 17. Rimming no good. McCoy high up for the rebound. Lost the handle. Gets it back. Layup no good. Rebound pulled down by Stedman.
Isn't it amazing how good of a shot you get when you go inside and out?
No question. It's something that San Diego needs to do more of.
Rico and Witt not on the same page. The turnover gives it back. McLean out on the floor playing with 2 fouls for San Diego City.
That's a great point. And if I'm San Francisco, next time down, I'm going right at him. I might even ISO.
No question.
And
right.
they've got the guy to do it with Rico.
Yeah.
Who's been able to break down the defense a couple of times and get to the front of the rim.
Breaking down the broadcaster.
Wilborn on the baseline, backing down on Stedman. Back outside, skip pass. Wilson will fire for 3. Rimming, no. Witt has the rebound.
I think you'll take that shot every day of the week if you're San Francisco.
Yep.
Wright.
They're
Very impressed with Wright on Thursday. Not even a point forward, more of a point power forward.
Yep. They're doubling Wilborn inside just enough to get the ball out of his hands.
Yeah, Rico walked. I think it's a good call.
You can tell San Diego's just waiting to explode at any moment if they can get the opportunity. They're defending as well as they could ask, and it's really a matter now of getting that offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they trailed 11-0 to Yuba in the quarterfinals on Thursday, then proceeded to outscore them 85-58 the rest of the way, really dominating the action. Wilson drives it on right, fakes, goes up, shot good, and a foul.
What body control against the contact down low by Wilson.
Yeah, he faked Collins and Wright. And the official's going to quickly break it up. Stedman, Wilborn, Collins, McCoy all talking.
Yep. Don't want any decorum violations in these types of games.
Yeah, listen, it's funny. Wilson, the only guy not talking. He's letting his game do the talking. Everybody else is chirping.
I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
Completes the 3-point play.
Don't tell that to the new era of basketball player.
Yeah, the latest beef with Shaq. Who's Shaq getting into it now? He's getting into Kevin Durant about how soft his era is.
Is it Durant?
Yeah, Shaq said that, Wilt and Kareem were terrible to him, but he never complained. I said it's true, but you don't need to call the guys out either.
Collins for 3. That's good. Armani Collins at 25 on Thursday hits his first field goal here.
Yeah, you don't want to see that if you're San Diego City.
Well, they came with the double team randomly, and they paid for it.
Well, it's been working to their favor in terms of speeding up everything in the half court and really getting San Francisco out of what they want to do, but that time it burned them.
Wilborn facing up on Stedman. They'll work it around the outside. Wilson drives the lane, left-handed layup, won't go. Witt has the rebound for the Rams.
You got to finish that point blank. I know there's a lot of traffic there. It's a good contest by Wright, but Wilson with a nice move just can't finish.
Witt with the turnaround, hits. Curtis Witt makes it a 5-0 run after San Diego City had gotten back within 1. They now trail it by 6. Brumsey. Run a high screen from Wilborn. Back to Smith. He'll fire from long range. Back iron, no good. Wright with the one-handed rebound. Picks it up. Pressured in the backcourt. Trying to dribble his way out of it.
Oh, wow.
Block on McCoy.
Thought Wright extended that forearm, Will.
Yeah, you got to wonder what Wright's thinking, trying to dribble out of that double team and not just pass play. He certainly extended the forearm and should have been an offensive foul. Instead, he's rewarded in the double bonus.
Yeah, he's over there talking with Eddie Stansbury, and it might have been, where were you on that one?
Might have been a little bit more colorful. What do you think?
I had to edit on the fly.
You do a pretty good job of that.
Wright misses the first free throw. .72% foul shooter, averaging 7.4 a game. City College of San Francisco, a 20-point winner over Antelope Valley on Thursday night, as Wright hits 1 out of 2. Out to a 7-point lead for the Rams. Brumsey, guarded by Michael Wright. Smith drops it in the low post to Wilborn. Witt on the double team. They kick it back outside. Brumsey dancing, now fires, missed everything. Witt has the rebound.
It's not the shot.
No, San Francisco's really playing great defense, and the San Diego spacing around Wilborn in the post is horrendous.
Completely agree with you.
Stansbury, checked by McLean. They go to Witt at the top. Step back three for Curtis Witt. Rim's no good. Rebound on the floor. Stansbury fighting, knocks it out of play. This should belong to the Knights, and it will.
Copeland getting ready to check back in. Leading the Rams, leading all scorers with 10 points. Only player in double digits right now.
I think one stat says it all about this game so far. The Rams have 2 assists as a team. San Diego City has 3. That's the sort of frenetic pace that they've created here, making it very difficult in the half-court sets. McLean on the drive. Scoop is good.
McLean's a player.
Just got to be careful not to pick up that foul with 1:45 left.
Yeah, I don't
out
think
there
Coach
playing with
Charlins
2.
can afford to take him out. They need the offensive punch. But I really like this unit offensively here for City.
Collins with the runner, scores.
It's City College of San Francisco, I mean.
Armani Collins starting to heat up. He's got 5, 37-30. The Rams back to a 7-point lead. McLean checked by Witt. Step
Great
back.
feet.
On the drive, terrific move. Follow, no. Foul called, Darius Lee.
Lee's got to finish that. Just go up and dunk it. I mean, he was up there. What are you doing trying to lay it up?
San Diego getting their opportunities. They just need to convert these free throw attempts. That's what's really important.
Second foul on Michael Stedman. Free throw from Lee is good. One more coming for Darius Lee. 1:09 remaining in the half. That one too strong. Long rebound tracked down by Collins. Collins in, 1-on-3. Layup is good.
And that was a Giannis type move right there. He stopped the dribble, maybe at the 3-point line, took it all the way in, 2 steps, layup.
The Rams have their largest lead at 8. Work it across, Smith. Off to Lee. Now the Rams start to set things up. Backdoor cut, Brumsey reverse layup, missed it. Collins snaps down the rebound.
Well, how many times have we seen this half? San Diego City, pretty good shot, point blank. They're just not finishing.
That is
Witt.
correct. And I think San Francisco just challenges
What a great
everything.
feed off to McIntosh in the lane. Can't find the room. Kicks it back out. 3 on the way for Stansbury. Too strong.
Where's the count in the middle of the key? I want to count that as 6 or 7 seconds that San Diego was in there, or San Francisco was in there.
Lee with a hard drive, ran out of room. Copeland has the steal. It's a 2-on-1. McLean with great hands, able to knock that one out of play. That took a dunk off the board for Armani Collins.
Where's the clock management? We've seen 3 shots attempted in the last 12 seconds that could have ended the half.
Yeah, the Rams there. Looking at a 2-on-1, you think maybe Copeland feeling as though they could get the deuce. But now they can play for the final shot, certainly. We'll see if they do. 14 seconds remain, and Witt's going to elect to set things up. Terrific backdoor cut again. Copeland lays it in. 10-point lead for the Rams, who are finishing strong. Three-quarter court, no good. We'll head to the locker room. City College of San Francisco on a run to end the half. They lead at 41-31. You're watching the men's semifinals in the 3C2A basketball championships on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Everybody, all of this weekend's games, can be watched on our website, www.SoCalCollegeSports.com. You can also find us on our YouTube channel at SoCal College Sports 1. And be sure to tweet at us, let us know what we're doing good, let us know where we can improve, let us know just to say hi at SoCal College SPO on Twitter.
Halftime here from Las Positas. Semifinal number 2 here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. San Francisco and San Diego. And gentlemen, an ugly first half of basketball, but the defending state champs with a double-digit lead.
Yeah, City College of San Francisco. I take a look, 14 combined turnovers between the teams, and I think they lowballed it a little bit, but both teams with some opportunities. But the Rams, impressively, maintaining control throughout, and then a late run, as we've often seen in that last few minutes of the half. Such a dangerous time, and it's the Rams that pull away to the 10-point lead right now.
As coaches, we always talk about how you close quarters and halves, and San Diego took some ill-advised shots, capitalized by the Rams, converted into transition, and suddenly a 1 or 2 possession game is now 10 points, and San Diego is going to have to manufacture some offense somewhere. Not sure where it's going to come from other than Woodburn inside.
Well, not only did they take ill-advised shots, but the shots they were advised to take, they missed. So they're going to have to do a better job offensively in the second half, to be sure. And really, Coach, you talked about it earlier in that first half about San Francisco having a better sense of an identity on offense, and that really proved true. Zach Copeland, very good in that first half.
Yeah, one of the things San Francisco did pretty well is, aside from the transition, was they were able to pass, cut off the high post, create some mismatches, some switches, and it opened the floor for them to get to the bucket.
I'll tell you one thing that would help San Diego City College if they're going to make a run here in the second half, starting to even things up on the free throws, but 13 made free throws for the Rams to just 4 for the Knights. Obviously, we talked about where's the offense going to come from. The charity stripe is a good place, and if they can get there and knock those free throws down, they might be able to cut into this deficit.
Well, it's a 10-point lead right now for the Rams, defending state champions, looking to go back-to-back. The winner of this one gets a date with Fullerton on Championship Sunday tomorrow. Back in a moment with the start of the second half here from Las Positas. Remember, everybody, you can go to our YouTube channel, SoCal College Sports 1. And if you have an Xbox One or an Apple TV, any type of set-top box with a YouTube app, search SoCal College Sports 1. You can watch this game live on the big screen, upscale to 1080p. We're streaming in high definition. Mike Spada, Jeff Stoynoff, Will Cowan with you on today's broadcast.
All of our faces in 1080p.
Oh,
Careful what you wish for.
all the blemishes. Well, what do you expect here in the second half? I mean, obviously, both coaches probably stressing points of emphasis in terms of taking care of the basketball.
Well, there's no question of ball security, but San Diego's going to have to go back to that post game and really attack from the inside using Woodard.
Ionescu to the basket. Great follow by McIntosh.
Yeah,
cleaning it up.
Wilborn's got to come over there to help out, defend, and McIntosh in the right place to finish.
So lead right out to 12 here off the bat to start the second half. And inside, go to the big man, Wilborn. He'll go to work on Stedman. Drop step to the baseline, gets a man up in the air, can't finish on the glass from about 4 feet. Stansberry in transition. Kicks it back to Copeland, wide open three, trailing the play, and Copeland buries it from deep.
Well, Will, you talked about closing out quarters and halves. Equally important, starting this second half. That first few minutes can be so dangerous. A quick 5-0 run, and all of a sudden now the Rams out to a big lead at 15.
Yeah, Copeland able to step right into that trail three, and it was a really nice ball movement there in the secondary break.
And very poor defense in transition. If you're San Diego City College, I mean, obviously Copeland was very good. He had 2 triples, I believe, in the first half, and somebody you have to get a hand up on. He was wide open for that one.
Need to identify him, no question.
Copeland now 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. I thought he missed one in the first half, but I could be wrong. Could have been a long 2. 5 of 7 now from the field is Zach Copeland.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing a lot of missing from anywhere, but One or two.
Like to see him in a horse game. 46-31. Commanding lead for City College of San Francisco. They're looking to go inside to Wilborn. Instead, this is Mitchell on the far side. Mitchell out to Brumsey. Brumsey working into Wilborn, throws into a double team. It's poked away by Copeland. That's just a poor pass there from San Diego. Stansberry going to slow it down.
The thing that impresses me about San Francisco is they're an up-tempo team, but they're also incredibly versatile, very comfortable in a slower pace if that's what they need to do.
Yeah, Stoy, I was really just going to harp on that same point. Although they do get the turnover right there. This is out of bounds off of Brumsey. Should go back to City College of San Francisco. But, Will, you talked about it in the first semifinal today in the win for Fullerton over Feather River. That's a team that can take the air out of the ball, but sometimes if they need to push the tempo, they can. Equally as important, City College of San Francisco, their identity is speeding it up, but they can slow it down if need be.
They can. And San Diego, again, their spacing is not where it needs to be as they attack and the ball gets kicked and bobbled.
Copeland from three. That's maybe an ill-advised shot there.
Yeah, still enough time. Still enough time on the shot clock.
That's probably one where if he doesn't have 12 points, or 15 points rather, you're probably going to chew him out.
I think you nailed it. I think it was a heat check. I mean, he hasn't missed from three. Yeah, see just how hot you are.
Well, you got your answer. A lot of dribbling for San Diego.
McLean puts it up on the rim. He's fouled by Stansberry. Right near the camera. Brandon Marquez, floating camera op on the floor. Jorge Zapata, main camera shot. Matt Henson, graphics and technical director tonight. Will Cowan, Jeff Stoynoff, Mike Zapata with you on today's broadcast. The women's semifinals after this. Well, really interesting matchups, and the one I really want to see, Mount Sac and Ventura in the nightcap.
Yeah, Will, do you have any interest in that one? Is that something that you're going to
I've seen a few.
Follow?
I've seen a few. I may go down there and send a tweet or two.
Oh, we appreciate it. Free throw up and good from McLean, both of them. Cuts it back to a 13-point lead. Ends the run for City College of San Francisco. McIntosh on the far side. Takes it to Ionescu in the corner. Ionescu out to Stansberry from three. Good rhythm shot. No. Ionescu can't contain it from going out of bounds. That's off of Ionescu.
Yeah, that's surprising. I'm going to say that's off of Wonder Smith, but it looked like Ionescu just mishandled it on his way out.
Stay here.
It is on the far side of the court.
Witt will bring the ball in here for City College of San Francisco, and I thought he provided very quality minutes for the Rams. McIntosh all the way to the bucket, lays it up and lays it in traffic.
Rams pulling away from this.
It's going to get late early here pretty soon if City College of San Francisco keeps continuing this type of production. Wilborn with the fadeaway, in and out. That was halfway down. Rebound fought for and won by Robert Taylor. Taylor off to Wilborn in the mid-post. Wilborn's going to go to work, puts it up on the glass, no good. Rebound fought for, tapped out of bounds, and it will go back to the Rams.
Yeah, Wilson trying to keep it alive, but couldn't corral it.
Romario high up for that one, but could not get it into the possession of the Knights. Witt double teamed in the backcourt, finds McIntosh, he saves it to Copeland. Copeland wide open from three, pulls up. No, in and out. The Knights get away with one there. Taylor in transition now back the other way quickly, loses it off of the foot of McIntosh. It'll go back to the Knights.
Boy, Copeland was all set. He tipped that one away, started to leak out, thinking breakaway.
Yep, no question about it.
I was thinking about tweeting a highlight reel after the game.
Michael Wright's been providing some great energy off the bench, checking in.
Along with Armani Collins, you talk about great energy off the bench. Remember, he had 25 yesterday. Is that correct, Story?
Yeah, 25 in the quarterfinal victory.
On Thursday. So McCoy into the lane, working on Wright. Tries to go with the soft touch up top, but he's fouled. I think that's one that where if it goes in, there's no call. But since it didn't go in, they call the foul.
Little delay.
No question. Just not enough offense from San Diego this far. They don't have enough answers for this City College onslaught defensively.
And it's starting to be a little bit similar to our first game where when San Diego City is getting the good looks, the shots aren't going down.
Yeah, that's partially there as well.
Well, it's a team that's not shy about scoring the basketball in San Diego. They average almost 82 points on the season. They were 87 points a game in conference.
Yeah, but in the postseason, the game does slow down a bit. You got the half-court possessions, and I'm not impressed thus far with San Diego's execution.
McLean fires from deep up top, and he gets it to go. Trips into the ear of Armani Collins.
Who needs execution when you have guys like Randolph the last game and McLean hitting from downtown?
It does help, certainly. The lead down to 11. Right traveled. Off to Copeland. Copeland to Collins. Can he answer from 3 on the other end? Yes. Armani.
That's potentially a big no call. Right with a little slide on the foot, but no call, and it leads to 3 points for Collins.
Up top, and this is going to be a foul on Wright. He undercut Lee. That's the right call. I don't know why people are so upset about that call. Wright clearly engaging a player already in midair. He didn't box out.
That's correct.
Hey, look, I'm critical when the referees make a mistake. I'm also going to applaud them when they get the call right, and they did so right there, even though the crowd doesn't agree.
Third foul on Wright.
Number 3 on Michael. McLean might fire one up. Witt has been very good on the ball, though. McLean gets a screen, comes right off the right side, step back 3. Another one? No. Rebounded by Wilson, and he puts it back up and in.
Great effort there from Wilson getting on the glass. San Diego the double team and the 2-2-1 press.
San Diego trying to speed up the game now. Handled very well by City. Right with it near side on the wing, working on McLean. McLean trying to dig it out. Right, hands back to Copeland. That's just way too open of a shot. Copeland falls down. Could have been a 4-point play. And Copeland now with 18.
San Diego late on their switch, gave him way too much breathing room.
McLean to Wilson. Wilson looking to go one-on-one on Witt. He'll step back and fire 3. That looks good. No, it's long. Rebound up high for it is Collins, and Collins nearly lost it, and he goes off of Armani out of bounds. He just lost his footing. Collins needs to be careful. He looks a little hot-tempered here.
He's just upset with the bad break that he came down there and the floor was slippery.
Athletic director for Las Positas on sweeper duty.
Got to keep busy when you're an AD.
The AD life. Mayor Law accommodating us very well this week. And Armani Collins steals the ball and then calls a heads-up timeout. So City College of San Francisco forces the turnover, and the ugly basketball here continues from the Knights.
Full timeout.
Full timeout. We'll take a timeout ourselves. 54-39, and it's a commanding lead for the defending state champs. Stay tuned. Possession back now to City College of San Francisco, holding a 15-point lead. That's a long 5 count. Witt finally enters it in, gets it back, gives off to Copeland. Here comes a trap. Copeland up ahead. That's a great catch there by Armani Collins. McIntosh inside to Witt. It's a steal. Mission accomplished here for San Diego City. The Knights off to the races. McLean inside has it poked away by Copeland. It'll go out of bounds. It'll stay here.
McLean's got to see the dump-off pass there. He's got McCoy wide open for a dunk. Flip him the ball.
Just the type of play the doctor would order to get the energy level back up.
Exactly. There's a mid-range pull-up.
Smith can't hit. McCoy back in. Defender falls down. McIntosh on the floor. It's a good job by the referee. He's getting in there before anything gets a little extracurricular. So the lead cut to 13 here after the made bucket. More full court pressure. Adrian Rico now into the ball game. Has it in the far corner. Well, I never really understand the reason why players really dribble to spots where they shouldn't be picking up their dribble. It's another steal for San Diego City.
Right. San Francisco, that's going to
be an and one right there. Witt under the defender. Romario Wilson with the finish up top, and he can cut it to 10.
Yeah, San Francisco's spacing not great against this press.
Well, it's not great, and they're picking up their dribbles exactly where the defense wants them to pick it up.
Bad strategy.
So Witt will come out. Back comes Stansberry.
One of the things you want when you're trapped is you want to have someone on the side, the middle, and a reverse. You want to have those three outlets at all times. And many times San Francisco does not have that reverse option available. They're spaced.
Free throw no good. Wilson fighting for the carom. McLean nearly had a steal. Copeland now with it, gives off to Rico. Rico driving the lane, working on McCoy. Flips it inside, it's a steal. Careless with the basketball that time was Rico. Turnover the other way, behind the back dribble, left-handed layup up and good. Wonder Smith. Deficit in the single digits now, 54-45. Here come the Knights.
Do the Knights have enough energy to sustain this level of intensity for 14 more minutes?
And do you think about maybe calling a timeout at the end of a made basket next time down for San Diego? Copeland from three. No, can't respond. Tapped out of bounds by McIntosh, and it should go back to San Diego. Spread the word. You have some friends and family that are interested in the result of this matchup. SoCalCollegeSports.com. Wilborn getting ready to check back into the ballgame for San Diego. Broadcasting worldwide. McLean turns the corner, hands off. This is Wilson into the lane, kicks back out. McLean from way downtown. It's short. He shot that from the Bay Bridge. Inside, Rico. Oh, that's almost an offensive foul. I thought Rico pushed off with the forearm, Will.
Definitely extended the off arm there. I think he drew some contact at the same time, so they gave him the benefit of the doubt. But I agree with you. There was some contact there with the off arm.
The off arm, and I think the off arm was not in the angle of view for the official. So the contact was made, and the call goes to the offensive player with the attacking mentality. Rico can get this back to a double-digit lead for the Rams. That one too long. Wilborn check back in, back with Brumsey and Mitchell. It's McCoy and McLean as well out there for San Diego City. Second free throw is good. So the lead is 10. It was 10 at the half. Zero-sum game thus far here in the second. Knights looking to eat into that lead. Wilborn, they entered it in the post. Nothing off the ball. Somebody's got to move. Free open. Here's Brumsey. Picks up his dribble. McLean turns a corner. McLean keeps the dribble. He's fouled. That's going to be a foul on Rico. Second on Rico. Baseline out of bounds. 15th foul on City College of San Francisco. We talked about how made free throws likely going to be a factor here. Wilborn to his left, to his right, now goes baseline, double team, kicks it back out to McCoy. McCoy down the lane, lays it up and lays it in.
McCoy very effective getting to the rim. He needs to do more of that out of that left side, the corner of the wing, downhill.
And he has range out to the three-point line. We saw him hit one versus Yuba. That's a foul on McCoy. his third.
Costly foul there for McCoy. Can't fault the effort, though.
Palomar and Siskiyou after this. That'll be game 3, and then game 4, as we talked about earlier, Mount Sac and Ventura on the women's side of the bracket.
Both teams tonight, 7 state championships apiece. If either can win tomorrow, it would be it's basically the rubber match in the series between them.
Great storylines brewing here. Stansbury wide open from 3 after the kick out from Copeland. No good. Rebounded by Brumsey. 2-on-1. Brumsey by himself. Lays it up. Lays it in and one.
Rumsey's got a whole different speed that we saw there. He literally pulled away from traffic.
Brumsey into high gear. Finishes on the layup, and he's fouled. Stansbury going to come off. That's his second foul. Right back into the ballgame. I believe he's working with 3 fouls. Indeed. We'll hold the phone. Looked like the Rams were going to pull away in this one. Not so fast. San Diego City College, a gritty bunch.
Yeah, the defense is stiffening. San Francisco starting to miss some easy shots. And then San Diego getting to the bucket.
An 11-1 run.
I can't stand this press attack.
Wright will bring it up.
Get the wrong people handling the ball out of that trap. Wright should be at this end for a dunk.
Agreed. Copeland gets away with another push-off. Hits from 15.
That's the guy you want in the open floor.
And Mitch Charlin's into the ear of a referee. Out to McCoy from 3. From the baseline, no. Point blank has it blocked up top. Gets it back. Great persistent by Robert McCoy. Timeout, San Diego. We talked about how they might call a timeout after another made basket. They do so right here. Gives an opportunity for San Diego City to talk to the referees and gives them a break to conserve some of that energy that they need down the stretch. They trail it by 5, 57-52, 11:30 to go.
Smart, good job, good time for a breather there. San Francisco has got to do a better job of getting Copeland the ball in the open floor.
Yeah, Copeland right now, maybe the last line of defense for City College of San Francisco. Other players starting to really struggle as San Diego City turns up the intensity. Another stat to keep in mind here, 6 team fouls in the second half for City College of San Francisco, just 2 for San Diego City. So free throws can start to be a factor as well.
San Diego as a team doesn't shoot it all that well from the stripe, only 65% on the season. But if you do want somebody at the line, it's going to be Darian McLean and Romario Wilson.
Yeah, I think a very clear move here, and it looks like it's happened, is bringing back Armani Collins.
Yeah.
Got to get some help for Zach Copeland on the floor.
You need a little bit more offensive firepower out there, and that's exactly what Collins gives you. Again, we talked about how he had 25 in the quarters.
Right now, Kendall McIntosh on the bench, but he's been extremely effective as well.
You're within striking distance right now, 57-52. You don't need the frenetic pace if you're San Diego City College. You get it into the half court versus the defense of San Francisco. Go inside and out. You got Wilborn on the floor right now.
Yeah, interesting again. Look who's bringing the ball up for the Rams.
So Wright will bring it up against McCoy, and I think McCoy out-athleticisms him.
Yes,
that's
he
even
does.
a word.
And you can see San Diego doing a great job keeping the Rams out of their offense. Now to switch.
McCoy now on Copeland. That's a tough shot. If he can get it to go, all power to him. Tapped around, Wright keeps it alive for San Francisco. He loses it out of bounds. It hit the block tape. That's a foul up top.
Unreal.
We have a shot for it right in front of us, and the referee missed it.
That ball was easily 6 to 7 inches over the line, directly off of Wright. The San Diego bench is fuming.
This is unbelievable. Stedman misses on the free throw.
What did Rasheed Wallace say?
Ball don't lie. Now, if he hits 1 of 2, is it a half lie?
It's a white lie.
Sure, they'll take it. Second free throw, also no good. Rebound up. Here's Mitchell. Off to McLean. Here we go for the Knights, trailing by 5. 10:54 to go. McLean dribbling on Witt. Step back jumper. No, he goes along the baseline, kicks it back out. This is Mitchell. Had some breathing room. Gets off
Find
the
a big, yeah, find a big man.
Or find a cutter. Mitchell on the baseline. Nothing there in between the trees. Has it blocked out by Ionescu.
That's a great job by Ionescu. You know what I've never really understood? If Rasheed Wallace is right and the ball don't lie, then why does he need to complain about any calls?
Because he likes to complain a lot.
The ball will leaving it up. Copeland in traffic misses the fadeaway. McCoy has the rebound, and he's fouled in the backcourt.
Yeah, Copeland there had a wide open big man under the basket.
The Rams in the penalty, so it's a 1-and-1 situation for McCoy.
Yeah. Copeland, Stedman wide open, got with a double team on Copeland. He takes a shot anyway, and he's beginning now to take shots that his team doesn't need.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you can be a victim of your own success, and we're kind of seeing that right now with Zach Copeland.
Yep.
Copeland taking off the floor along with Stedman.
Yep. San Diego getting to the foul line once again, getting to catch their breath, which is also important to set that press.
Yep.
Hits the front end. McCoy now 9 points to go along with 5 rebounds.
Big free throw from McCoy. He only hits about 56% from the free throw line.
Yeah, they're 9 of 16 as a team now in this game, and they were 23 of 41 in the victory over Yuba. So they struggled on Thursday night, didn't come back to bite them as they were in control against Yuba in that matchup.
Well, I'm going to go on a limb here and say it's worry time for City College of San Francisco.
Absolutely, because they've got no offense other than Copeland, at least that we've seen in this half.
Palomar women into the building. We'll see them next versus Siskiyou.
Rico on Lee, little stutter step, drives to the glass, has that one blocked out of play. The Rams will bring it in, baseline right. 10:08 remaining in the game. It's a 3-point ball game. Right with the touch shot, won't go.
How often have we seen that play here this weekend?
Seems to be very popular in Northern California.
Brumsey in on Witt. Now he'll back out. This is McLean. The Knights can come all the way back and tie this one with a long one here.
Watch this action. You get the double ball screen coming for McLean.
Around a Lee screen, Rico fighting through, but the foul called.
Now, earlier in the ball game, we had somebody for City College of San Francisco not do any favors for the person setting the pick. That time, a terrific job by McLean waiting for the pick to get there, and he's rewarded at the free throw line because the defender fouled him going over the corner.
Yes, he forced the foul. Nice job there. Oh, he misses the front end, though.
And you can't have that. McLean rushed that free throw. I didn't like the cadence at all at the free throw line.
Right with a bump at the timeline and a foul called. This will go against the Knights. Jameer Mitchell.
Yeah, Wright does a lot of ball handling against this pressure.
Copeland, after a short rest, will come back for Rico. So it's Copeland along with Witt, Ionescu, Wright, and Stedman on the floor for the Rams. Brumsey with McLean, along with Lee, Mitchell, and McCoy on the floor for San Diego City. So, guys, the Knights go a little bit smaller, and this seems to have been effective pushing the pace here in the second half.
Yeah, Mitchell got caught with his hand in the cookie jar there, holding the cutter in the post.
Got to watch it between McCoy and McIntosh. Again.
They go back to the same play. It's Ionescu who's able to put it in. 5-point lead. Yeah, and let's correct that. It's McIntosh on the floor, not Stedman. Long three for McLean, rims out. The rebound outside. Witt's got it for the Rams.
Do you like that shot, Will?
Absolutely not.
Copeland at the controls. Witt with a little fake on McCoy. Quickly triple team. Copeland open for three.
I like that shot.
Well, sure, because it's in rhythm coming out of a double team. Right back to an 8-point lead. That's a big swing, 5-point swing.
6-point swing had that 3-point goner.
Yes.
Copeland with 23. Brumsey dancing on the dribble, on the drive, spins to the glass, missed the layup. Wright has the rebound for the Rams. San Diego City got back within 3, but now it's an 8-point lead for the Rams, who have the ball.
Where's Wilborn? He's only got 1 foul. I know you're trying to speed it up, but
makes no sense to me.
Wilborn should be in the ballgame right now. Working inside out.
McIntosh with Mitchell on him. Witt starts a drive on McLean, fakes, goes to the fadeaway, no good. Rebound tapped around. Lee keeps it alive and has it for San Diego City. McLean jets into the front court, off to Brumsey. He'll lay it up but miss. Rebound fought for. Brumsey had it momentarily. It's on the floor. A scrum for the ball. Here come the whistles.
Well, San Diego had some problems early in the ball game, finishing point blank, and those problems seem to be plaguing them right now. Gets testy out there between Copeland and Brumsey.
Yeah, 8:07 remaining in the game, and Brumsey, you can't get a whole lot more point blank. He'd love to have that one back. Full timeout taken. We'll step aside. You're watching the men's semifinals in the 3C2A basketball championships on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Eight-point lead for the Rams. San Diego City with the ball. They'll have it in, baseline left. Brumsey tries to trigger it in, but Copeland gets a hand in there. Wilborn has returned for the night, so it's Wilborn and McCoy with Mitchell, Brumsey, and McLean.
McCoy was a big factor earlier when San Diego cut into the lead. You could see him again there. Can't finish.
Forces one up there, and McIntosh with the rebound.
Uh-oh.
Rico finds Wright, streaking to the basket. Tries to spin it outside, and he does, to Ionescu. Rico recovers. He's quickly double-teamed. Foul comes in. This is going to be on McLean. And the Knights nearly had the turnover.
Number 4, McLean.
Yeah, it's his 4th foul, I believe, if they give it to him. Yes.
It's a bad foul. Man.
6-team foul, so now both teams will be in the penalty from this point forward. That's a break for the Rams, who are nursing this 8-point lead. McCoy steals that one off to McLean. McLean in on Rico, can't get the layup to go, and it's McIntosh who clears it for the Rams.
How do you shoot that ball 1-on-3?
Wright starts a drive, gets it back out. Copeland fans it out. Wright will try for 3. Back iron, no good. The rebound on the floor. Mitchell's got it for San Diego City.
Where's the over-the-back call on McIntosh?
McCoy starts a hard drive, loses his footing, but taps it out to Brumsey. It's an alert play by McCoy.
This floor is starting to look like a slip and slide.
Brumsey fans it out. McCoy will try for 3. That's good.
He hit one the other day versus Yuba. That's a huge 3 right there. Gets it to a 5-point deficit.
Robert McCoy with 14. That leads the Knights. Rico with a hard drive into the middle. Wanted McIntosh, but threw it right through his hands and out of bounds. And the Knights with a chance to cut into this 5-point deficit.
Well, to answer your question, Godson won, yeah. Cheering for the Knights down in San Diego. I will answer your question with, it's the latter.
I don't remember the question.
I'm not going to repeat the question on air.
See what San Diego sets up here. Going into the flat ball screen with the baseline runner. There comes McLean to circle off the handoff. Nice action.
He'll fire from 3, missed it.
Gotta have that shot.
Ionescu
nice
has the
action.
rebound. Collins
Travel!
pressured in the backcourt, no call. Witt lost it out of bounds, but it's going to stay with San Francisco. They'll say that's off of McCoy.
Man. Well, I got a question. If you're in Mitch Charlin's shoes right now, on a scale of 1 to 10, how frustrated with the refereeing would you be right now?
Somewhere in the middle. He's got to be upset with his team's shot selection and then this lack of rebounding in there.
Is that going to be on McLean as Collins was battling for the
I
rebound?
think it's on Wonder Smith. Yeah. John Smith.
Okay, so Smith gets the foul call as McLean ripped that ball away. He's out there playing with 4 fouls. A 1-and-1 situation for Armani Collins.
I really think, to be 100% honest with you, that Wilburn is injured in some way. He was down on a knee at one point a few minutes ago. Now he's back on the bench. I hope he's okay.
86% foul shooter Armani Collins hits the first.
Obviously a big part of what they do. And
yes.
I think you're right, because I saw him maybe favoring one of his legs earlier in the ballgame when he was checking in the last time out. So.
Yeah, very slow to get up on the last dead ball.
Yeah, he hit his first 4 shots. He's since missed 3.
And how unfortunate would that be if you're San Diego City College? You know, you're within striking distance versus the defending state champs in the 3C2A championship semifinals, and your best big man out hurt.
McLean off a screen, fakes.
Shoot that.
And he'll hold, checked by Witt. Down in the low post. Taylor goes to the left hand and scores.
Taylor got away with a hook, but I think that's a good no call. Another push off there from Copeland. Wow.
Well, if you can get away with it, why not do it? And Brumsey goes down, but he's quickly back on his feet as Copeland leans over the dribble.
If I'm San Diego, I got to work to get the ball out of Copeland's hand like they've done here.
Agreed.
Great steal for Smith. He's got a 2-on-1. In on Witt. The layup up and good.
Here
Wonder Smith with the steal and finish. It's a 3-point game. Witt needs help. He gets it into Stansbury. Stansbury jets over the timeline. Off to Collins. Leaves it for Kendall McIntosh, who finishes with the jam.
Stansbury's been quiet this half. It's good to see him back in the fold.
Wonder Smith on the drive, fouled on the way up. See if this is a shooting foul. It should be. It's going to be on McIntosh. It's going to be 2 shots for Smith. 5-point game with 5:12 remaining.
Smith 67% from the free throw line.
Up and good with the first.
Looked a lot better than 67% right there, Jeffrey.
Yeah, Wonder Smith spent a lot of time on the bench here in this second half. As the Knights make this run, he's got 8 points in the game. 1 more free throw coming. Hits that one. Back to a 3-point game. The Rams just can't seem to shake the Knights. Copeland splits the double team off to Rico. He'll get it over to Witt. 3-guard lineup on the floor. 4 guards, really, if you count Collins. For the Rams. Entry pass into Collins, tipped away and stolen. Romario Wilson trying to get control of the ball as McIntosh gets in there and knocks it out of play, but it'll stay with San Diego City.
You have to wonder what San Francisco's thinking offensively, not pulling that. They pull the ball out, but not out to Copeland. He's got to be in control.
They'll bring it in baseline left. Darius Lee gets it into Taylor. Taylor with a drive on Copeland. Spins to his right, scoops it in.
Pretty move and finish up top.
That's 2 big shots from Taylor in the lane. He's got great touch. I'm wondering what the stoppage is for here, but it probably helps San Diego set up their press.
Yeah, absolutely. 1-point game. Rico on the far sideline, a blocking call. This will go against Wonder Smith.
1-and-1. Well, what is that call? What was the stoppage in play there for?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Maybe it could have been a wet spot. Not sure. Mitch wasn't happy about it, though.
Yeah, it was after a made basket. Maybe it had something to do with the clock, something like that.
Well, if anything, that favors San Diego.
Yeah.
If anything, Coach LeBron should be irate over something like that. That allows San Diego City to really ratchet up the defense on the pressure in the full court.
Yeah, and Rico fouled on the full court pressure, misses the free throw.
Man.
Several big misses.
Here come the Knights with a chance to take the lead.
Well, we talked about it earlier.
Smith, yeah, you know, Smith doing a nice job here running the show.
Smith, step back, 3, it's good! Wonder Smith!
Well, Alex Wilborn went airborne on that one after the made 3 on the bench, and he looked pretty good on that one.
Yeah. A little adrenaline. Collins.
Never hurt anybody.
He could shoot it from out here. Starts a drive on Wilson, has to kick it back. Copeland has led the way for the Rams. He'll try to answer from 3. Missed everything. The ball's out of bounds, but it's going to be off of San Diego City.
That's a terrible shot.
And Lee guarded him very well. Copeland flopped. Now he's talking.
And they'll have to come in there now.
That technical foul, if they're going to call a foul there or some type of technical, that's got to be on Copeland. He's initiating contact.
Darius Lee, 6'6", very lanky.
Yep.
And he is definitely pressuring Copeland, but he's going to come out of the game. Yep. Here comes Wilborn.
Now Taylor, that's all right. He'll take him out for one play. Now Taylor back in to guard him.
Witt will bring it in baseline right. Still looking. Finds McIntosh in on Wilborn. Hangs in the air. Missed the shot.
That's a great job by the big man going straight up, not drawing the foul.
Down 15 in the second half. The Knights have the 2-point lead and the ball. Smith working on Witt. Stops and pops. No good. Copeland has the rebound.
You got a 2-point lead. You got to work the clock a little.
Copeland driving to the basket. Foul called. He'll have free throws coming.
It's a bad shot going the other way, leading to a breakout opportunity for the Rams, and now Copeland with a chance to tie it up. Copeland now with 23 points.
Coach Charlins and Smith having a little conversation now about the ball movement, no question.
Oh, we talked about that last shot. You don't need that shot in that spot. Work it inside out. You just got Wilborn back into the ball game. Get yourself a good shot every time down. Work some clock. You now have the lead, and now you're about to relinquish the lead if Copeland can hit on two. Copeland on the season from the charity stripe, 85%. That's the guy you want at the line right now.
To paraphrase some of the coaches that we've talked to here and talking about that situation, sometimes you just have to remember we're talking about 18-year-old kids here in a lot of situations. And, Wonder Smith, I think, just kind of fired up after the big-time shot he just knocked down.
Well, he's had a big-time second half, and maybe early in a ball game, that's a shot that gets you taken out of the ball game, and Coach Charlins can't afford to do that right now with the second half that Wonder Smith has had.
Copeland, the leading scorer in the game for the Rams, heads to the line. First free throw is good. Copeland coolly shoots in the silencer. Well, actually, I guess with a more partisan City College of San Francisco crowd here, he shoots in the noisemaker, really.
Yep.
It's actually getting the crowd more into it. Copeland, 86% foul shooter.
The San Francisco fans are very quiet the last couple nights here.
Well, the word is on the San Francisco fans, they don't travel very well, and this is in the north. That's just what I heard.
Maybe it has something to do with them being here all the time. A little bit of complacency. Smith in on Collins, goes behind the back. Witt comes on the double. They'll reverse it around. This is Brumsey. Smith drives it baseline. Underneath the basket. McIntosh partially blocks it. Tipped up and in.
I think that went in off of Wilson.
Yep, number 5, Mario Wilson right there.
70-68. San Diego City back up 2. Wright breaks the press and leaves it for Copeland.
Knights need to step to Copeland. Excellent there. They load it up.
Over to Collins. He'll fire the long 3. No good.
What
Rebound
a
on the floor.
Block out. You saw it.
A block out, close out, everything going on defensively on that possession for the Knights.
Brumsey at the controls for San Diego City.
Got to work the ball to McLean. McLean taking a little break here.
Brumsey driving on Knight. Left-handed layup, no good. Collins snatches down the rebound.
For as good as the defensive possession was, that offensive possession, not so much.
Witt on the drive. Back outside. Collins open for 3. That's good. Armani Collins, a big-time answer. The Rams back up 1. 30-second timeout taken with 2:25 remaining.
McLean checks in at the scorer's table along with McCoy. A little bit more offensive firepower in there for the Knights, now trailing by 1. And gentlemen, got a barn burner here in semifinal number 2.
Sorry, well, please go ahead.
This offensive lineup for San Diego may be their best one in there when you have the combination of Wilborn inside, and then you've got now McLean and Smith heating up, and then McCoy coming in as well. This is the group they're going to need to actually work the ball around and let one of them attack.
Man, how about Armani Collins on that series, crashing the boards, devouring that rebound, and then finding himself in the open floor and coolly draining the 3.
Now with 15.
Yeah, 25 on Thursday night. 2:25 left. Who's going to be the hero here? This one certainly heading toward the wire.
Indeed. Remember, everybody, you can watch us live, www.socalcollegesports.com. The final stretch, 2:25 to go here in semifinal number 2 for the men.
Yeah.
Coming up after this, Siskiyous and Palomar at 5 o'clock. And I'm maybe smelling some overtime here, gentlemen.
I'll tell you, certainly a possibility in a 1-point game. The Rams are on the floor. They stick with Witt and Copeland, along with Collins, Wright, and McIntosh up front. So a little bit bigger lineup on the floor with McIntosh and Wright out there. San Diego City counters with Brumsey and McLean. McLean playing with 4 fouls. Wonder Smith, McCoy, and Wilborn. McLean into the front court.
If McCoy's weak side, I want to see him crash the board.
Smith checked by Witt. Drives it left, kicks it out. McLean passes on the 3. Smith will fire from long range and hit!
Oh my goodness!
Wonder Smith, his second big 3 in the second half. San Diego City back up 2. We're under 2 minutes to go.
What a response.
Yep, all set up by McLean's patience and allowing the defense to rotate.
Right, in a crowd. McIntosh gets one up on the glass. Blocked by Wilborn.
What a play by
Knights.
Alex.
And notice the presence of mind to know that the big fellow is down. They slow it up, let him get down there, and now San Diego in complete control offensively.
Work it. Get a good shot.
Same set.
Give it to him.
Smith. Directing traffic. Starts a drive. In on Witt. Spins into a double team. Great feed. Brumsey can't get the point blank shot to go.
How many of those have we seen? Oh, wow.
Smith digs out the rebound. So another chance for San Diego City, down to 109 and counting remaining in the game, and a timeout taken by the Knights.
Smart timeout here by Coach Mitch Charlins. You make a shot here, you get it to a 2-possession game. They're going to want to get the best possible full timeout on the floor.
You are watching the 3C2A Basketball Championships here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. .108 remaining here in semifinal number 2, City College of San Francisco and San Diego City College. A spot in the 2017 3C2A Basketball Championship on the line. Fullerton awaits.
I wonder if Mitch Charlins doesn't go back to the screen and roll for San Diego, because San Francisco tends to load up and double that. They've had great success passing to the weak side out of some of those screen and rolls. We'll see where Coach Charlins goes. He's got his best offensive unit out on the floor now.
Brumsey brings it in, gets it to Wonder Smith. He has led the way down the stretch for San Diego City.
Here it is. They're going to go to the high screen, the weak side action for the shooter coming high.
Here comes Smith. Off to McLean. They'll go down low to Wilborn. Shot clock at 6. Wilborn backing down on McIntosh. Goes glass. No good. Rebound tapped around. Brumsey trying to keep it alive. Smith had it. It's going to belong to City College of San Francisco.
Okay, well, we saw that in the last game. Derek Randolph tried to call a timeout. He got the timeout called when it looked like he was flying out of bounds. And the rule is if you're falling out of bounds and you call a timeout, you will not be awarded that timeout. It's a turnover.
Richard Patterson, Crayus Hunt, Aaron Broadway, the officials. No hesitation on the call, and they give it to the Rams.
This should have been a 2-for-1. San Francisco blew it.
Smith, Collins loses the handle. Smith has it for the Knights. Smith in from the left. Left-handed layup is good.
Might just do it.
75-71. 4-point lead for San Diego City. Copeland, long 3. That's good.
Wow.
Copeland now with 6 threes in the game. He has 28. We're back to a 1-point game. 20.9 remaining.
Now San Francisco in this situation, down 1, 20 seconds. The full court press will be an automatic, but you don't have to foul right away. Look for San Francisco to try to get into rotation, maybe a steal, and then possibly foul around 14 or 15 seconds.
Well, one thing that City College of San Francisco has in their favor, they've been here before. This is a stage that they're very familiar with. No panic in them. It's a 2-possession ball game. Copeland comes down, buries a three-pointer, and Zach Copeland has 28.
If you're thinking about who they might foul, Marcus Brumsey shoots 46% from the line. He has been out there. McCoy shoots 56%. San Diego City likely going to try and get the ball in Darian McLean's hands, who shoots 82%.
Well, this from Gaucho Dude on the Twitter. Well, we have one Gaucho, former Gaucho in Perry Webster, head coach for Fullerton through to the finals here tomorrow. Mitch Charlin's also a former Gaucho, so we might see Saddleback College, despite not being here, very well represented on Championship Sunday.
Yeah, they're 20.9 away. But a lot of basketball still left in 21 seconds in a one-point game. Wondersmith will bring it in. They have Brumsey and McCoy on the floor along with McLean and Wilborn. Looking to bring it in, and they get it to McLean. McLean working on Copeland, and Copeland fouls him. So with 17.5, it's the 82% foul shooter McLean who will head to the line.
Well, I don't understand why Copeland's saying, what do you mean I fouled him? I only hooked him.
Right. Not only that, but to Jeff's point, that's not the guy you want to foul.
Yeah.
They should have had the shadow defender there and forced the ball to go somewhere else.
McLean is 2 for 3 from the line, but he hits the big one here.
It's good to see Wilborn back in there because he is the rim protector for San Diego. It's going to be real important, though, to get those rebounds here. If you're San Francisco, you got to get a good block out from Wright. He's got his hands full.
That one rattles in, 77-74. Obviously, you have to expect that Copeland going to want to take the shot, but keep an eye on Armani Collins as well. Down to 9 seconds. Witt with a hard drive all the way to the rim. He'll lay it in. 6.1 remaining, back to 1 point. Trying to get it to McLean, and a foul called on Witt. Coming over the back there, so it'll be McLean again, 5.8 seconds remaining.
So dangerous when guys want to post up and ask for the ball 2 feet from the end line. You want that spacing. Yeah. You got to teach guys to run away from the ball and then work their way back.
Yeah, you have to give yourself a little time to get back, but with only 5 seconds on the shot clock, all you need to do is catch it and you're good.
Right.
You don't necessarily need that dribble out.
Right.
Now, I see where you're going here, Coach.
This is a double bonus situation, so 2 free throws coming for McLean.
The San Francisco fans are non-existent in this building right now. There's like 4 people yelling. We're in San Francisco.
Oh, before the end of the game, I want to give a couple shout-outs here. Erica Villeza at Easy Little on Twitter. How about Hunter Rakes, good friend of mine. Fantasy football compadre.
Full timeout taken, 78-76. McLean with 1 more free throw coming. It's the men's basketball semifinals in the 3C2A championships here on SoCalCollegeSports.com.
Remember, everyone, these games archived to YouTube, so if you can't watch it right now or you just want to watch the replay of an incredible second half, you don't really need to watch the first half. That was pretty ugly, but it's been fantastic here in the second half, and what a finish we have on our hands.
Yeah, YouTube can go right to the instant classic here.
Yep. So you
Depending
got
on what we see in the next 6 seconds.
So situationally, if you're San Diego, the question is, do you foul with the 3-point lead with the free throw in, or do you switch and invert your defense and force them off the 3-point line?
They're going to show some pressure with 5.8. They get it to Wright. Can't afford to wait. Down to 4 seconds. Wright hesitating. He's at 2 seconds.
They gave the foul.
Smart play.
So 1.3 seconds remaining, and I got to tell you, with 2 seconds there, I might have been willing to take my chances with Wright heaving one from half court. It looks like that was about as good as it was going to get for the Rams.
Well, he's got to make the first here for them to have any chance. Got to get some big guys in there, so Stedman about ready to check in at the table.
Yep, they're going to try to make the first, get a quick tip out, but it's tough on that second shot with only 1.3. You might get it a one tip.
Wright's free throw is good.
Okay, so mission accomplished. Now you have to miss on the left side. You don't want to go to the side of Wilborn. McCoy's long too, so Stedman and Wilborn, or Stedman and McCoy rather.
And keep an eye on Collins out there right of the key. He's going to look to crash the boards from the outside.
Interesting adjustment to take the fourth player off the line to block out the crashing Copeland.
That one misses high. They try to keep it alive, still fighting, and that'll do it. San Diego City down 15 in the second half. They come back again. They head to the finals, a 2-point winner here in the 3C2A Basketball Championships on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We'll step aside, come back, and wrap things up for the men's semifinals.
What an incredible finish here in semifinal number 2 for the men. 79-77. San Diego City College dethrones the defending state champion City College of San Francisco Rams in a thrilling game.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable. They really appeared to be out of it in the second half, and not simply by the fact that they were down 15, which is a large margin from which to come back, but I think we'd all agree they seemed somewhat lost, particularly offensively, for the first 25, almost 30 minutes of this game. And then down the stretch, some guys stepped up, hit some big-time shots from outside, and you got to give them all the credit in the world. That was one gutty comeback.
Wonder Smith.
Yep.
Wow. What a performance down the stretch for the San Diego City College Rams, Knights rather. Just what can you say? Very, very clutch, and we talked about how free throws would be crucial down the stretch, and they hit most of them in the last 5 minutes.
Couple things happened down the stretch. San Diego 15 down. They crank up the defensive intensity, and they load their defense toward Copeland to the point where he didn't get any easy shots, and they were contested, so there were some misses. And then the press against the San Francisco bench is what closed the gap. And then, as you said, Wonder Smith, McCoy, McLean, they just got it going, and they really were patient down the stretch, executing their offense down the stretch of this game.
That'll wrap it up for semifinal number 2. Game 3 of 4 about to come up. We go to the women's side of the bracket. Siskiyou and Palomar. Join us then for Jeff Stoynoff, Matt Henson, Will Cowan. I'm Mike Cepeda signing off. We'll see you in a few minutes.